this has to be one of those very controversial conversations that there may not be a yes or no, a right or wrong, or even a neutral ground. It's just going to be haphazard, left, right, center. Everybody just having a point of his or hers to make. This morning, a follow-up from yesterday, when I was airing my ignorance on Jude's Corner, somebody caller said, Jude, if you or anybody is getting married and the parents of that family of the other person is not there at the wedding, run, oh, run. Now that's evil. That's a sign that something is definitely amiss in that particular space. But you see, there are two stories for us to help us analyze this morning. Story one, young woman, young man are about to get married. Now, the young woman's family is not in support of the wedding, all right? They don't like the guy. They don't think the guy is a good enough person for their daughter, all right? It's not because he's rich or he's poor. They just don't see what she sees in him, all right? And they say, look, girl, if you want to marry this guy, count us out. We will not come for this wedding. We will not be there. We don't like this guy. The girl says, look, I've seen the good in this man. I'm not 12. I'm not 15. Neither am I being drawn by lust or emotions. This guy has been of immense help to me. I am trying to convince you that this man is a good man. But if you insist on not being present at my wedding, so be it. After weeks, nay, a year and a half of trying to convince her family to let her marry this man. She and this man, they leave, go abroad, they get married. 3 years later, they have a wonderful set of twins. And everybody in the family, including her father, who said, we will not be a part of this marriage, are now asking, when will we see our grandchildren? Story two, young man, young woman about to get married. The woman's family are all ecstatic about the wedding. Oh, finally, this is our picking goes soon marry. But the man's family are opposed. Why? Well, the father thinks there is something in that family that doesn't sit right with him. They belong to a society that he doesn't believe is a good one. He doesn't think it holds or portends greatness for his son. And then the relationship was shrouded in secrecy. How did you start dating this girl? Who are you with this girl? We are family members. Okay, can we meet them? It goes back and forth, and eventually the boy says, I will marry this woman. Mommy, daddy, you should leave me alone. It is my decision. Let me take it. The father says, nobody will come for this wedding. They get married. After about 3 years, the marriage ends. Problem after problem, left, right, and center, from finances to house burning down to him losing his job, getting the job back, she losing her job. There are just so many problems. Individually and as a collective, things were not just working well for them. And I'm not saying it's because their parents were not involved. I'm just telling you, this is how the story came through. The marriage ended. Two very similar scenarios. Two opposing results. So, on this pokey talk station this morning, I ask, is it really important for your family members to be present at your wedding, whether they're in support or not? Ladies and gentlemen, your conversation station.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, so 017-923-0003, 0817923-0007. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. That's our WhatsApp and our Telegram address. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you will find us. Jolly old us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right, straight up to WhatsApp right now, where messages have started coming through from as early as 10 o'clock this morning. All right, first message here says, "Hi, Joe, good morning. I am totally not comfortable in being involved in a marriage where at the ceremony, the members of the family are not present. I do not believe in big weddings, but at least the family members should be there. Why are his or family members not there? Are they dead? Do they not like him? Does he not like them? What reasons? I need to be convinced before I can get into a union where the family is not in support of." All right, that's from Kingsley. All right, this one says, okay, this is a power complaint. I will send this across. Your greetings definitely should be sent across. This one says, "I don't think people realize how brave yet difficult and painful it is to admit your parents or relatives are not good people. So if you are willing to subject your spouse to bad people you are related to, whether under the guise of religion or misguided sense of loyalty to your so-called family, you are a red flag. I have always said the only people whose presence I truly care about, apart from myself, are the man who is marrying me and the person doing the joining, because without them, wedding will not happen. My triad, the women who gave birth to me and my husband, who gave birth to me and my husband rather, were not present. No, they were not ill, out of the country, or dead. Elders from my husband's hometown made more than one hometown to get me married to him, but at no point from inquiry to bride price payment was his mother. Interesting. Hey, was his mother informed, even if she was in the same town? I find it difficult to believe a group of men left their village more than once and didn't tell even one of their wives, sisters, or sons where they were going, especially as they were more than once, and some of them are abroad in the UK, Canada, were actually told. Yet none of their wives or daughters of the royal families that she was seeing at least weekly, who were laughing with or her, told her. Someone has to be seriously problematic to be deliberately excluded in such a matter. She has since confessed. Wow. Did you hear that? They didn't invite their own mother to the wedding. They did not. Hector is a Ogogoro. Hector, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
If you ask me on this matter, this topic, I think religiously it is wrong to marry without your parents' approval, because even the Bible that we always make reference to is there. In the Old Testament, there are so many places in the Bible where even the Bible instructions is given to certain persons not to marry from certain kindreds or family, and those who go against those instructions, there are always consequences. Samson is an example of it. Now, culturally, we all have our cultures, traditions. Here in Africa, Nigeria, where I come from, culturally, it is also wise. It is wrong for one to get married without their parents' approval. I don't know what some modern churches are, making of. Some modern churches make it look as if it is not necessary. But dude, I'm yet to get married. But if I have a daughter and any church, is wedding my daughter to any man without my consent, I get that.
Hector, let me ask you. Yesterday, a colleague of mine said that there was a story, I don't know if you heard the story, of a man who had a child, a daughter, abandoned the girl. And then when the girl was about to get married, he came to the church. And at the church, the pastor told the ushers to keep that man outside. Because obviously, it looked like the man was coming to disrupt him. You abandoned the child. That child is getting married to a rich person, to a big man. You now want to come as the father of the bride. They put that man at the door. They didn't let him in.
On this issue now, first, we have to ask, the man in question, did he take the right side of his wife? That is a daughter's mother. Did he marry her properly? Because cultures also have to come to play. And the church, in as much as yes, abandoned his daughter, if he married his that is her mother, I think questions need to be addressed. And yes, he has he abandoned his daughter. So probably he has come to the church to apologize to his daughter. Fine, let him just play. They should just give him the benefit of playing the fathering role. Then it is not left for his daughter to know whether she will take him along in the future or not. That is my opinion.
Okay. All right, Hector, thank you very much for joining us. All right. More messages coming through. This morning, I'm asking, just like yesterday, I was just, I don't know anything. I like to just expose myself because one day I'll get better. And then a caller said, anybody who's getting married and the family are not there present, don't go into that marriage. But I've shared with you two stories. Results different, similar scenarios. So is it really important? When I come back, I'll share with you what the law says. All right? When we come back. Family members at your wedding ceremony? Is it a must? Now, I remember sharing this yesterday that, at the church, when my friend and I were there to go through what was expected of them for their marriage rites, the cactus says, why do I keep mincing that word? The cactus. Don't care. Right? I'm paraphrasing. We don't care who you invite for your wedding. All we want to see are the intending couple. That would be the man and the woman. And we want two. He said two witnesses. That's all. In some cases, we want two witnesses from each side. So 2 friends, 2 cousins that say they know these people, they agree to these people, that they know they are witnessing them, willingly join in marriage. That is all. Didn't say anything about parents. Did not say anything about family. He just said 2 witnesses. That was all. So let's get back to you. All right. Let me read a few messages here that have come through. In fact, Anonymous has sent me another message. I'll get to read this earlier. I'll get to read this right in continuance. Right. But this one says, on the issue, first, the question of culture, and the other is just life. Culturally, it is respectful to have your parents, family members at your marriage, but when they are unavailable and the man and woman are convinced enough to go ahead, why not? We see some of these outside our shores. Now, in life, the presence of or absence of family members won't change the challenges of life. Life is life, and things will happen. Life is life, and things will happen. My name is Jude. Headline news coming up, and then we continue with our conversation right here on 92.3 Nigeria. If you keep sending those messages to 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Zero 0817-923 0007 0817-923 0003 0817-923 0007 at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Now let me get back to WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416 0809-030-6416 and read a comment. This is from Anonymous, right? Remember the person sent the message that they didn't let their mother come to the wedding. They didn't even inform the person. Now, continuing now, it says, my own confessed that she has been planning all of my life to disrupt my track so that all the attention will be on her. Jude, my mother has never settled any marital squabble in her life. Anyone who comes to her with a marital issue, even without abuse or infidelity, goes back worse and truly resenting their spouse. Are those the women we want to bless our marriage? We actually want to work? The kind of things that we're exposed to about both of them in the run-up to our traditional marriage were heartbreaking. In fact, that's the part of why we did it so quick. Elders on all sides wanted it done before my husband or I could make a mistake of telling our mothers. Can you imagine this? Even the elders, I can't believe I'm reading this. Even the elders pushed to make sure this marriage worked without their mothers knowing. Jude speaking to us from Boji. Oh, there. We have David in the Grita. David, good morning to you, please.
Morning.
Good morning, David.
My name is David. I'm calling from Grita.
Yes, please. Go on, please.
I want to talk about the marriage. Someone needs to tell his parents to get married.
Okay.
And your parents need to have your consent before getting married. It's very important thing.
Yeah, David, I heard you. So you have the opinion that the family members need to be present, need to give consent before a marriage should be contracted.
Yes, they need to give consent because in case of anything, their parents they know that
something. Okay. All right. David, thank you very much. Zion is in Jerry. Zion, good morning to you.
In the context of your discourse, marriage is not an institution as it was once being asked to be believed by people. Marriage is a union. And by definition of union is an agreement of the mind.
Interesting.
The Latin word uses the word consensus addendum. The Constitution of Nigeria, our Marriage Act, provides that the consent of the father or the mother are needed. If there is none, if there is nobody, then the governor of the state or a statutory entity must represent. So if you say your mother will not be there or my father will not be there because of issues you have with them, that marriage is a failed marriage.
Really?
And any child conceived or concept under that kind of marriage always come out depressed and frustrated. Check histories. I know these are the days we go about to imbibe culture from other people because we felt everybody have the right to do things. But as a custodian of the tenets of our people, we must always visit those things that make our parents great. Do you know today there are people who have children here in Port Harcourt? Their parents in the village are not aware.
I've heard of those stories.
Some people have children in the village. They are in Port Harcourt. They have gotten married, and their husbands or spouse are not aware. Some of them will see a child and we thought na in brother or na in younger sister. The truth is this: when we keep imbibing this kind of attitude and character, yes, nobody may answer you, but they have spiritual implications.
So, let me ask you, what spiritual implication? I don't know if you listened to the message I just read. We have Ken Orazi, so I can give me a minute and I get to you. The person said the mothers involved were notoriously bad people. And so even the elders in that community said, if una want marry, make una do and quick, no let una mama know. If not, it goes spoil. How do you really?
The elders from the community came, right?
Yes.
What does that tell you? They have represented them.
I see.
They have taken the drink for them. They have stood for them. There's a decided case, for because of time, I will not go into that. But if you are a child and you want to be blessed, please make peace with your parents. Upon marriage, bring them close. So these other ones that the man will abandon the child when the girl wants to marry, and at that time he will come. Those are isolated cases. For me, I will not put my mouth in that matter. How can you abandon the girl now when she won't marry, you won't come collect bride price, or God will not go give you that money, make you chop?
Okay. All right, Ken is in. All right, Ken, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning, Jay.
Thank you for your patience, please.
Yeah. I think for me, there are many sides to this. The last week I made a lot of sense. But parents' consent, is actually very important. I mean, those are father and mother's marriages that we all agree is lasting, have lasted more than recent marriages. Remember, most of them were initiated by parents. Where your father calls you on the phone, I would like you to get married to Mr. Susan.
Just so, yeah.
Because he has a relationship with the father. And he knows the father is a good man. And because the father is a good man, whoever is coming from that house
must be good.
Is a good person. Most marriages, were done, old-time marriages were done, on this basis. And it worked. So that's to tell you how important parents' roles, are. The reason most marriages are open today is because everything has been westernized.
So Ken, you say you are of the opinion that your family should be present at the wedding. They should be involved. Hello, Ken. Oh dear. Abbas Yaman from NTA Road. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude. How are you doing?
Very well. Thank you very much for your patience. We have Chide Berry also in the letter one, but let's get to hear from you first.
Okay, yeah. I want my opinion on that. The marriage should be a kind of a ceremonial event that would trigger the both parents to come and celebrate the victory of what they have been doing from day one to the real time that this child has matured to become a human. So, irrespective of one or two disappointments here and there, the parents, I think, should be the point of covenant which the Bible has said in this marriage stuff. They should not be pulled out because of one or two points. Because they have a covenant blessings attached to the marriage. So, me, on opinion that there should always be a parent
involved
in any marriage they want to institute in their children's life. I think that's my take, sir.
Thank you very much. Chide Berry, let's hear from you. Chide Berry speaking to us from Elena One. Chide Berry, welcome, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Concerning what we are discussing, myself,
yes.
I have someone I wanted to get married to.
Okay.
I saw her in Port Harcourt here, and we discussed about I told the girl that it's not girlfriend I'm looking for, it's marriage. She said she's ready. Well, as we are going on, then she took in. As she took in, even before that, I told her to go and tell her parents that I'm going, or we are coming for the introduction. So she went and told me that her mother said when she delivered. I can't ask her, what happened? She said her mother was questioning her. She told her she's 1 month pregnant. But as we speak now, she is with the second child, about 9-10 months now.
Is he your child?
We have not done anything.
Is he your child?
Yes, my child, second one. But the problem now is that her mother don't want her to marry.
Marry you or marry at all?
Yes, to marry is against her own wish and will.
Are you serious?
The girl is from River State here.
Wait, Chidibe, let me understand what you're saying. You are telling us, right, the millions of people listening, that the lady you are
telling you now, I'm not hiding my name. If there are people they live close to me, they will, if they are listening, they will hear me.
You are telling us that,
like since last year till now, I have not set my eye on those children and her. The last time I went to pick her, the mother refused for Christmas. The mother refused.
Wait. So wait. You want to marry this girl, but the mother is the one preventing you from getting married.
Yes. The other elders I meet around their community, the elders have, some of them have already blessed us before the time we scheduled to visit.
Jeez.
But her mother refused, though her father is not
alive.
Yes.
Oh dear.
So in this kind of situation, what do you think that will happen?
Well, I am stunned. I really don't know what to say to this, Chidiberry. I honestly don't know what to say. But now you've brought this part of this conversation. I'll read messages and maybe somebody will have an answer for you. All right?
Yes.
92.3. We have an anonymous caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Very well, please. Thank you for your patience, please.
Okay, I want to share a thought. When I wanted to get married, I had a very terrible challenge. One, I took the girl I want to marry to my family, that I want to get married to her. My elder cousin, who is a medical doctor, and before the marriage introduction, she had a very concerning issue that I had to take her to the hospital. That's my brother's hospital, and we discovered that because of her workplace, where she stays permanently to work on her office, she doesn't move around, so her leg was swelling up. And we did a test and all that. My brother refused to tell me the issue that was wrong with her. My brother did not tell the girl that I want to get married to that this is what is wrong with her. He did not tell me. And then the girl I want to get married to was curious to know for 3 weeks. We went back to the hospital, and I met another doctor there. I requested for her file. The doctor who was around explained to us what was wrong with her. That she needed to be exercising. You wake up in the morning, you don't exercise, and you enter taxi to your workplace. That this thing is affecting your blood flow in your body. So you should be doing exercise. When you come out from your office, come out. Exercise and enter taxi back home. It will help you. Then good. We came back home. And I said I want to marry this girl. Do you know that it was in my family discussion of me intending to get married to the girl, my introduction, I want to get married. It was in that meeting, my own brother told the gathering of my mother, my uncle, my cousin, that the girl I want to get married to cannot give birth. A professional doctor. You open up an issue like that in the presence of even my own mother.
Without confiding in you first.
Without confiding, as I'm talking to you, I do not know. He refused telling me the issue that something that was wrong with the girl. It was in a family gathering. But I heard that the girl I want to get married to cannot give birth. And that thing generated issues to an extent my mom hated the girl.
Okay, so let me ask you. Wait, hold on. This is a very long conversation, and we will not be able to solve this problem. Let me ask you. Now that you've had...
Let me summarize it. I said no grief for anybody. I will not go grief for you. I will not go grief for her. People cannot choose for me who to get married to. as God will have it. I have 2 children with the same girl. 2 girls with the same girl.
But the same girl that your brother said was barren?
Yes, was not going to, yes. As I'm talking to you, everybody in the federal local government knows the issue. It was a story that I had to be sharing it. The same girl they said will not get married. And that thing created issue that my own mother does not like the girl. Simply because a doctor said she no go fit give birth. I have 2 girls. One is approaching 2 years. Another one, my wife just gave birth in February.
Congratulations.
Just 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
So sometimes it is this doctor's report that people believe in. Most of the reports are not true. Some of these medical doctors who even exchange the results for people or even tell you from their past experience. And before you know it, they ruin relationship. My mother is not in agreeing terms with the woman I got married to. Simply because a doctor said she cannot give birth.
Okay. All right.
How can I go and marry my fellow man? That's what's running in my mother's head.
Okay. All right. Now we understand that issue. Israel is speaking for Mateo. Israel, we have 2 minutes for you. Let me hear you, please.
Yes, I will be very pleased. I just want to confirm. Is it necessary that if you want to marry, you let your parents know, and your parents should give you direction before you marry?
Go on. We're listening to you, please. Go on.
So, in a situation whereby somebody you see a lovely girl, wife you wanted to marry, and you go on, do every necessary thing. Before you do so, you are already informed your parents that this is a girl I love, I want to marry. Spend my lifetime with her. But along the line, your parents say no. Say no, this is not the one we choose. Marry this one, and the person say no. It has caused a very big problem in the house. Is it good?
Well, obviously it cannot be good, but Israel, would you prevent your family members from attending your wedding? Like, say, would you go ahead with the marriage if the girl you want to marry says, "Oh, my mother will not come," or "My brothers will not come"? Would you go ahead with that wedding?
But if I prefer, I love the girl, and the girl like me, we have a communion, we have an agreement.
You go ahead.
That we should spend our lifetime together. So I believe that my parents have to interfere in that issue. That they should dictate for me the one I should choose and the one I should live my lifetime with.
Okay, all right. Ibiso, we have 1 minute for you. 1 minute and 30 seconds, please.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, please.
I was just saying, let me just listen to the different callers. And, that this last guy that called us, his brother is a doctor. To me, if it is me, Ibiso, I will report that doctor to the medical solution for them to see his license. Because if you can do the same thing to your brother, how many, you know that guy have done something to other people? Your brother's wife is for check-up. Instead of you telling, you give a different false allegation with a profession, and the person now have 2 children. I will report him to the medical association for them to seize his license. But people like this can kill people. And people like this can make to break family. Just imagine what a brother is doing to a brother because you are a doctor. That's my take this morning.
Okay, all right, Ibiso, thank you very much. We are learning every day, particularly on this program. WhatsApp now, 009-0306416, 08090306416. PH, good morning, Jude. Marriage. Now, in certain parts of Rivers State, first daughters are not married out. Any children they bear are regarded as owned by her father or mother's family. Is it possible that the young woman in this story may not be aware of the culture, or she's deceiving her man? That's why it's always good to ask many questions about persons we are thinking of living with. Abokaribo says. Good morning, Jude. That guy that said his brother is a doctor and refused to tell him what the wife was going through, so let him report that man to the medical association for them to seize his license. Oh, okay. It must be Ibiso who just called, because that's the message that's in front of me. Oh, okay. All right. There are a lot of very lengthy messages here. I can't read all of them. But I'm not surprised we're getting split decisions here. Views left, right, and center. But some very eye-opening statements today. I think in all, wisdom, as they say, is profitable to direct. I, not least this particular man here, will tell you, oh, go ahead with the marriage, whether you know the family members, if they agree or they don't agree. I don't know. But like Abokaribo said, ask questions, so ask questions.
This is Nigeria's #1 talk radio station. Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. We are back.
Alright, so we sign up now. As